Yo, hello, 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 hello. Don't Matter Workshop, FFG, Fancy Flight Games. Just in case. What's that's the question. Also, I've got an orc truck. Is one of the things. Anyway, I'm just gonna pop to the bathroom, and I do apologise. Hello everybody, hello everybody, hello everybody. Let me turn the music down. Get everything in correct proximity. But yes, I mean, gossip, it's not really gossip, it's news, I guess. I know you can't see what I'm doing. In fact, I'll do something funny, like it's not going to be hilarious, but hi Joe, hi Di, I'm at a workshop, and hi Greg. Let me just close everything down, get everything in the right position. Evening, Craig. Guten Tag. Let's see if sorry, I'm trying. There's something I can do in OBS, but I can't remember how to do it. Okay, here we go. Hey Phil. So somebody did say we should stream like this, and I'm going to show you what it is. Wait. Willow's crying downstairs. Don't know if you can hear that. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah. Hi. By the way, this camera, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can tell, but it does like skin smoothing. Really makes me look good, but also young, which I appreciate. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Yeah, so a couple of things today. So obviously, I've got a Mars. Let's talk about the import. Let's rip it open, guys. It is weird. Like, I like this dark coloured wall for when I do videos, but it's really ugly for just talking to the camera. But I don't really want like that on all the time. You know, well, that's crap. But I guess I'm gonna have to have it like that. Also, I am trying to upgrade my computer. Good young, yeah, like younger than I am. I'm like an old man in reality. I'm gonna very quickly eat this Mars. Oh. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that on stream. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi Thomas, hi Jimmy. I'll not eat the rest of that on stream. I'll eat this bit, but the rest I'll just leave. I normally eat it before I start. For some reason I've not done that today. So yeah, let's talk about the news. So for those of you wondering what we're on about, Fantasy Flight Games, the makers of Star Wars Legion, my main game, X-Wing and Armada, have basically, the license has moved. So Asmodee is a massive yeah, I'm not necessarily doing a mukbang. I don't think that would go down well with terrain. But Asmodee own Fantasy Flight Games. They also own Atomic Mass Studios, right? They have oh, wouldn't that be cool if I was hired as a lead designer of terrain? Now, so Andrew Lynch, were the lead designers canned? So we don't necessarily know who. By the way, is this camera more stuttery to you than ever before? Can you see that? I'm gonna see if I can fix that. That is weird. I've got buffering enabled, which is supposed to be smoothest playback. I'm not missing any frames. Wait, what? Wait, so what? I'll tell you what isn't clickbait. Alex Davey is pretty much confirmed to be leaving FFG. So that is essentially official. I don't know why this is so weird. So yeah, let me just explain it again, just from my own take. Asmodee, they own FFG, they own Atomic Mass Games, they own probably other studios and stuff like that, right? But these are the two we care about. Fantasy Flight Games have obviously had the miniature-based Star Wars license. They've also had board game licenses and stuff like that, but it's the miniature games that we're really interested in here, I think. So, they then got the license to Marvel, which was previously, I believe, with Night Models or Night Games, who doing the Quidditch Kickstarter. And then instead, so there is a bit of a rumour, and I will dish some secrets here that maybe I shouldn't dish, but we'll dish them anyway. There is a bit of a rumour that Asmodee went into Privateer Press. They said, we might buy you, to Privateer Press. And then they never bought them, and they had some of the people who worked at Privateer Press move over to a company that they made called Atomic Mass Games. How true that is, I do not know. That is rumour and sort of insider information, but I don't really know how true that is. So take that one with a pinch of salt. Then, so they made Atomic Mass Games, who made Marvel Crisis Protocol. Marvel Crisis Protocol were all... Pete Ross membership 3 times. That, I'd never seen it do that before, but thank you. They made Marvel's Crisis Protocol, which a lot of people seem to enjoy. There's a lot of releases. There's a bit of a price issue, perhaps, on some of the games, on some of the models and stuff like that, but people seem to be enjoying that. FFG have been making X-Wing for ages, Armada for ages. Then 3 years ago, whatever, they made Legion. And they were going okay. I don't think everybody would say it was going like amazingly well, but it was going okay. But FFG obviously have a lot of other games that they make. And if anything, let's have a look at FFG and the kind of other games that they make. High Synthetic Black Miniatures. Let's have a look at FFG's website. I know you can't see what I'm doing just yet, but let me get there. FFG have other games, which, let's have a look at these news articles that we've seen for, like, I don't know, the past, from 30th of October, right? Obviously, we're in coronal time, so it's a little bit weird to even, like, judge this properly. But if we ignore the announcement saying that it's going to move, we see, these are essentially, we see 2 for Star Wars. There's other stuff they've got, Marvel Champions, a card game, announcing the 3rd Missiles Pack for whatever that is, horror game, I don't know, then talking about the live streams, an announcement for some stuff that was available in X-Wing. Then we did add some Legion stuff, to be fair. We had some Legion stuff, but really what I'm trying to say is that there's not just a focus on miniatures games. They've got card games and all that kind of stuff as well, right? So what they are doing, Asmodee are taking the license for Star Wars and the miniatures games, taking the miniature games that they've made, and they're giving them to Atomic Mass Games, which is weird. It's a weird thing to do. Surely I think we can all agree with that one. It's a weird thing to do at best, right? I've never seen that happen before. Maybe it has happened before with smaller games, but obviously, like, it's I guess it sort of might have happened with Games Workshop. Maybe they give something to Forge World, something like that. Either way, it's unusual in its concept. So you can see here it's essentially the same thing, just written differently, but on the FFG website and on the Atomic Mass Games. Now, to some extent, you might think, hey, what's changing? It's just the company that owns them. The games are still remaining. And you'd be like, correct, to some extent. But it has essentially been, now I'm going to say confirmed because of the history of this gentleman, but a gentleman on Reddit called Tin Boots, who, if anybody remembers when there was layoffs at FFG, he stated he was one of the first people to mention that, and it turned out that he is actually Sam Bailey, who used to work at FFG. Now, somebody on the on my Tabletop Oddity channel said, just because he used to work there, why would you think he still has any information? I'm like, have you not heard of the concept of friends? So Sam obviously has contacts or friends, colleagues, ex-colleagues, whatever, who work at FFG and know this, right? So he's confirmed that Alex Davey specifically, and there's another gentleman who I'm not sure his name, Michael Gurns. So Alex is axed, and so was Michael Gurns. I'm not sure about anybody else, but we can confirm that Alex Davey, the lead designer for Star Wars Legion, is moved. So there was some people who were saying like, hey, it's just moved from FFG to Atomic Mass Games. Nothing, it's just a reorganization thing. And I said to them, well, why would you even bother if you weren't going to change anything? And well, they are changing some stuff. And I think that makes sense. So Alex is gone, as far as we believe. We don't know how much of a say he had in that. I don't know if it's maybe he's volunteered or anything like that. It all gets complicated. You may have seen in my Tabletop Oddity video that I don't generally like talking about people when they like lose the job and stuff like that, because at some point you become not the public figure. Do you know what I mean? Like Alex now isn't working on the game that I follow, therefore he might not be working in any games, therefore he just becomes like a normal person, and then should we even talk about him, etc. So all kinds of stuff. So Greg says, licensing weird. Board games and mini games considered the same thing. I know video games and RPGs are certainly separate. Like I think they probably are separate, because you have stuff like there's all kinds of stuff, isn't there? Like there's hero clicks for Marvel and DC characters and all that kind of stuff. So I don't actually know the answer to that, but it almost doesn't matter, because Asmodee had them both. They're just giving the board game one to FFG and the miniature games to Atomic Mass Games. The Axeman cometh, the Knight of the Long Lightsabers. I mean, the second one I'm sure sounds like Game of Thrones. The first one I'm not 100% sure if that's a reference to anything. So that's essentially all that has happened and all that we know, I think. Does anybody think that I've missed anything out? Or I've not said anything that I should have said? That's everything there seems validatable, seems true, factual, whatever you want to call it. So for me, it seems that there are going to be changes to the game that I play most of all. Let me just sort the camera a little bit. I know you're not that interested in this, but let me just sort it out. Let's do it a bit, make myself a little bit small. I'm a big boy. At least it didn't get moved to WizKids. The Star Wars version of X-Wing is abysmal. Yeah, I personally never played that. Star Trek. What was it called? I want to say Armada. It wasn't called Armada. Attack? A Star Trek Attack Wing, I think. Attack Wing sounds right. I should see if I have any friends who still work on FFG. Maybe they can tell me what's going on. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to actually have like proper sources and stuff like that. But why? But why is Legion? Great question, Steve. But what does that even mean? But it's provocative. AMG might cite the lack of releases in stock levels. So that essentially is the next question. I wish they had taken Armada and done Star Trek on that. It probably would have made more sense than X-Wing. I would give you that. Whether or not this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing, it's obviously still up for debate. Obviously, we're not 100% sure about that. Hi, Sebastian from Germany, I believe. Attack Wing, yes. It's pretty sad to see the front men affected. Their vision has powered that game and really engaged the community and gave a lot of hope for the future. Have AMG been with... So, AMG, apparently, for a lot of people, really like the way that AMG have specifically treated Marvel Crisis Protocol. And I do not know how you say this name. Wyvind, hello. Enjoy your food. I tried to have a quick Mars, but I failed. But hello, I hope you're doing very well. Enjoy your food. What are you eating? Will it make me jealous? So yeah, AMG they've treated the community very well. They communicate with them very well. The marketing's on point. They do streams like every week. The releases have been pretty consistent. When there was a delay, they straight up came out in one of their streams, which was like Gen Con or whatever, and said, look, there's going to be a delay with this, you'll get it right, or whatever. So to a lot of people, AMG have been very good. Now, whether or not that will continue, I don't know. How this will play out, we obviously don't really know. Now that, certain people have left, will the distribution be in any way affected? I think possibly not. When will the rules change? I don't think we'll necessarily see any change really in any of the releases for like about a year, just because these things are going to have such like a long lead time that I can't imagine anything immediately changing. Like all the points changes and rules changes they were going to do for Legion, if they're pretty much finalized, there's no reason to not do them, because that's somebody who's actively trying to make the game better. Yes, you might have a different vision of the game and you might want to start working on something else, but you might as well finish what you started, kind of thing. Nothing wrong in splitting your product range into separate accounts for easy development. And I do think that's actually one of the big things, Jimmy, as well. Like, I think you take away all of the faff that I don't care about from FFG. I don't care about board games. I don't care about card games. And you concentrate on what I do care about. Well, then we've got something going there. It really narrows down the focus, and it can be, and you can deliver a little bit better on that. Like Games Workshop. Oh, I'm getting a sore neck. Games Workshop, they make models and rules, and then everything else they sort of outsource. Really, don't they? I think so. Maybe it's the same kind of thing. If FFG is going to focus on board games now, do you think we'll finally get anything? I have no idea. For me, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, but FFG to me are dead. I have no interest in anything they're making now. I'm interested in miniature war games pretty much. Therefore, FFG's board games, not interested. I know obviously you care, and I'm not trying to diminish what you care about, but I just personally just don't care about it. It's just not at all interesting to me. So I honestly have no idea about is the answer to that kind of question. So there you have it. Rebellion works now with the expansion. Maybe, I have no idea. All comes down to resourcing, I guess. If you have the people to focus on community feedback and engagement, yeah. So like, also you get in. I think Marvel Crisis Protocol will slightly suffer a little bit, because now instead of having all of the communications from Atomic Mass games be about Marvel Crisis Protocol, now you're going to have to see different communication streams. Do you know what I mean? Now you're going to have, we got Legion, we got X-Wing, we got Armada, we got Marvel. You're going to have to now communicate in different ways. They can't just be like, all of our communications are Marvel. So even them, they're sort of spreading themselves thinner. Not necessarily thin, but there you have it. Now just need to update Legion by removing the obsolete card stocks. What are obsolete card stocks? You mean like the ones where they've changed the rules? Because, I mean, a bit of me would just like to see a digital rule set completely. I want to see an app where my entire list is on my app and the rules for my army are on the app. Because I'm not that interested in the cards. The cards are good when you go to a tournament and you want to know what something does. But quite frankly, you've got like, 6 to 10 to 12 units, all with upgrades. I can't really go look at my opponent's list and actually figure out what they're going to do, because it's not there. Whereas maybe if I had it on my phone and I could maybe like go, we could tap together and I go like, oh, I've got your list here. Oh, what does Obi-Wan do? I could tap Obi-Wan. Oh, there's his rules and it's up to date and it's live. I would very much like to see an app, and that is an axe I will continue to grind forever. Terrain Made Easy is the only channel still uploading, not even Mel the Truth is uploading. I mean, I'll take it. Look, if I'm the only one on YouTube, then you've got to watch me. So there you have it. The O is hard, I guess. Norwegian letter and name. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. Sorry. Orkvind. I have no idea. Go digital or go home. Yes, Steve. Yes, Steve. Forget everything else. Digital. We don't need cards. We don't need no pollution. We need digital versions of rules. Just do it. Like, forget. I don't give a crap these days. It's nice to have a book. You can do a book, maybe do a special edition book, but just tell everybody it's going to be obsolete. I mean, Games Workshop books are obsolete in 2 to 3 years anyway. Just do the same. Like, who cares? But yeah, so there you go. Give us 400 points army sets. I would like to see, I almost would like to see them rebalance the game at 500 points. just completely change the. I would almost like to see them completely change the game to a 500-point variant and a 1,000-point variant. You've got to increase the cost of everything to make it reasonable, but I would like to see 500 and 1,000. It's just what I would like to see. It's pretty easy to do. I mean, it doesn't even have to be HTML. I mean, at a very pinch, I would take a PDF. You know, I'm not picky. Thank you for your videos and form to ask questions. I mean, when you say form, do you mean you can just ask me questions now? Because Mel the Terrain Tutor does a proper form, and I don't do a proper. He does like a proper Q&A form. This chat's not big enough, so there you go. Don't Matter Workshop's like sub to more channels, and you should sub to Don't Matter Workshop, by the way. My chat has either stopped up going because I can't see. Don't Matter Workshop's comment hasn't come up on my doc in OBS, but it has come up on YouTube. So I'm not ignoring you if I don't see your question. But yes, you should sub to Don't Matter Workshop. Just search him. I mean, you'll find his stuff. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but with an app, you can't stitch people up for money. Hey, Greg, I mean, just talk to Games Workshop if you want. Sorry, Games Workshop, I love you, really. Bring us the Mandalorians and Scum and Villainy. Yes, I mean, look how quickly Atomic Mass Games has got to X-Men. Now, I appreciate Atomic Mass Games for Marvel Crisis Protocol have just been doing single miniatures or double miniatures, which I do disagree with the double miniature method, but they got there quickly. They didn't mess around. It's not the game for me, but yeah. I feel that Atomic Mass Games isn't going to. Yeah, I agree with that. I do think there's going to. It feels like they might not be ready. Like, these are massive games. Obviously, they've got experience, so I'm not trying to take that away from them, but yeah, it does feel like that. There's a possibility that they could be a little bit out of the depth, but they are taking a lot of the staff, so there you have it. Legion using Microsoft HoloLens. Yes, I mean, I would take that. Pollution, ignoring the plastic. I mean, the plastic is multi-use plastic. It's not one use. I need to turn this moving off on this camera. I look so good. Sorry, I look so much better. This is not how I normally look. Make forces cheaper points-wise so they can play larger games with... I mean, that's the GW method. Make everything cheaper and make it so you require more of them. Genius, Steve. That will make them money. So I would go 500 points 3x3. You've already got the 6x3. So either 3x3 or 4x3. And I'd go 1,000 points 6x3 or 6x4. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind. They've already got the measurements and stuff like that to be 6x3. I've already bought mats, so like, for me it doesn't really matter, but there you go. The answer to pollution is dilution, digital pollution. GW 40k app is crap. Yeah, I don't think GW necessarily do a great job of it, but it is what it is. The 2 minutes for 40 quid is a bit concerning. Yeah, well, 40 quid might be a bit high, but it was like 35 quid for like 2 minutes. I swear to God. I mean, shall we even have a look? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll go to one of my favoured partners. That made it sound very official. One of my favoured partners, Elementor Games. You don't have to say it with the accent. That's just natural. I'm going to take a little bite of my Mars whilst I look at this, so don't hate me. Go digital with a monthly subscription. I mean, that's GW all over, isn't it? By the way, talking about GW, I'm slagging them off, but I am actually very tempted to play Age of Sigmar. I'm on the fence of, I'm like, you know those new battalion things that they're doing over the Christmas, anything, let's have a look at it. I'm really tempted to buy one. Sneaky Mars bar attack. Let's see if I can even find it. You're all probably screaming at the TV. Well, whatever I'm on, being like, it's right there, Jay. There we go. AOS has a free app. Boom. There you go. See, you know me. I know a good detail. A good deal. Sorry, it's because I said, don't you add on retail discounts? I mean, Element Games is just where I buy my stuff. So I just realised that they're selling this core box for 84 quid. I saw it on like a website for like 60 odd quid. It might even be like 40 quid. I really should have bought it again. Let's just see if I can find the ones that I was talking about. They were two from it isn't them. They were two guys from, I believe, Black Panther. I'm really terrible at comics, so I'm not really interested in comics. In the same way I'm not that interested in Star Wars, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, right. Well, anyway, you can see a lot of these 2-packs, which I don't necessarily believe in 2-packs unless you're a rapper. But yeah, like £40 RRP for 2 humanoid characters. Mate, I ain't buying this game. I ain't buying this game. That is a no. I'm all over the deep kit. No, I'm all over the deep kit. I do like me some CLs. Why did you put that out in the universe? Wait, what did he say? Jimmy, go digital with the monthly. Oh, there you go. Just to say, yeah, like if I miss your comment, as I said, my YouTube's been a little bit weird, so you may have to repeat it. I wouldn't normally say that, but quality jokes. Thank you. 69.99 about right for the core pack. I use Darkstar. Yeah. Amazon does deal. I hate Amazon, but I spend so much money on Amazon. They're too good, but they also don't pay enough tax. But it is what it is. Anyway, you can see all these 2 miniature packets deals are all 40 quid. Mate, that's expensive. Don't shop there. Stop it. I tend not to buy my miniature games on Amazon. But when I need like materials like glue or something like that, then Amazon's just too easy. I am ashamed of myself. But it is what it is. And they are larger scale. They are 40 mil, I believe. They are a little bit larger scale. But it is what it is. The terrain, I don't know how much the terrain is. I'm not like slagging off the game or anything like that, but 40, 30 quid for that, I don't really mind. All I'm saying is, I think we have to be aware that the prices may go up. So there you go. I've just had my first game of Legion the other day. I mean, Legion, Dylan, by the way, hello. And sorry if I've just been talking to you like you've been here forever. You did say hi, guys, and I was just straight into response. Legion is a great game. It still is a great game. That's not really any problem. Yeah, I still stand by that. Legion, the mechanics of Legion are great. So there you go. Yeah, I'm not slagging the. I do not make better than this. My God, no, Jesus Christ. I do not make terrain better than this stuff. I need advice on a lot of things. I'm happy to help if we can help. I don't want you to think that I think I'm that great or anything. I am essentially a mediocre terrain builder myself, but I'm happy to try. Also, 2 things. I'll post this in the link. Do not feel pressured to do this, but I've changed the logo on the channel, and because of that, I'm actually sort of happy to now start trying to make merch. As we should listen to Jake Paul. Buy that merch. Basically, I've made 2 t-shirts, which don't listen to Jay. Do not listen to Jay. He's always wrong. So we've got a sensible t-shirt here. By the way, I've bought one and I've got it in this color, but I sort of feel like we've moved to like a darker color, but this is the new logo, which I quite like. I think it's cool. That's the back is plain. I generally like understated t-shirts, so I personally will not be buying this next t-shirt, but because of the meme for the stream, I made this, which even if nobody buys, the fact that it exists is intriguing. Did I fix the spelling? Yes, on professional. Yes, I did. I saw you. I saw what you said anyway. Hi, Darren. How are you? It feels like it's been a while. Sorry. Evening all. Missed all the morning about Atomic. We're not mourning. I'm not mourning. I actually think it's possibly good news. Just to say, I'm not necessarily mourning. But yeah, I found that quite funny. Max, it was the only way I could sort of make it slightly funny. Teespring is very expensive, so let me tell you the actual inner workings of this. This is the cheapest t-shirt that they do. I've set the markup, so the profit that I get, to be about £4 to £5, and that's what it always will be on almost everything. It will be about £4 to £5. So, for example, if I was to buy it without a markup, I could maybe get. I think I got mine for like £9, because the difference is what I get. Teespring is very expensive, but I also think there's a value to the brand. Like, you're not going to get ripped off with Teespring. You know who they are. You know what it is. You know who it is, kind of thing. So there you go. This is more on Legion rather than Terrain. Oh, well, happy to talk about Legion and Terrain. They're essentially, I was going to say my 2 specialist subjects, but I don't have a specialist subject. It's not like I would be going on Mastermind and being able to answer that. But are Death Troopers worth it? So yes, Death Troopers are interesting. don't feel like you need 3 of them though. You probably just need 1. Especially, you could maybe take 2 if you're going to go with Krennic, but 1 or 2 units are fine. They're not necessarily the greatest unit out there at the moment. There is a new unit called the Special Imperial Special Forces, which may technically be a little bit better. Yes, back to work, but not now. Nice. But I haven't played with them because of Corona. Now, the next question is, the E-Web is not OP, but is getting a little bit more use recently. I think probably something to do with the Shore Troopers, which are probably OP at the moment. And Han Solo is decent. I wouldn't say he's amazing. The Rebels generally aren't that good at the minute, but Han Solo's alright. It's worth having the classic characters just because they're classic characters. So there you have it. Sebastian said, no. Don't really understand what he's saying. But I love MCP and I think this will be great for the game. I sort of agree with you. But yeah, Shore Troopers are better. Shore Troopers are currently the best, but they are probably almost certainly getting nerfed. But Shore Troopers are the best. I've got 2 packets downstairs that I've not opened. Yeah, I actually do think the Marvel Crisis Protocol thing, Atomic Mass Games, probably good, but they've got a lot of work to do. So there you go. And sure, Jimmy, I'm not saying, I mean, this is the cheapest, poorest t-shirt. It's the reason I'm happy to sort of promote this though is, you know, Teespring are a respectable brand. You're essentially giving me money and also getting something, which is it's nicer than just say like, hey, support me on Patreon, or well, Jimmy, you were against Patreon. So essentially this is the better way of giving me money. If you wanted to give me money, do you know what I mean? Like, you actually get something for it. I could have gone to a different supplier, like even Patreon do their own, but I felt like Teespring was, you know, it's the classic one, isn't it? It's the classic one, so that's why. So there you have it. And 1, this is funny, and 2, that's what they are. So it's just a thing. I mean, you can always super chat. That's a thing. If you wanted to super chat, I wouldn't complain. You know, that is a thing. Oh, James, I didn't see what you said. A lot of people are redacting messages. Hi, James. I hope you're okay. I don't know what you post. I'm not seeing every message, guys. So I do have a bit of a problem there. Need 6 units of Stormtroopers and Shore Troopers. Now, you don't need 6 Shore Troopers. You don't need 6 Shore Troopers. At most, you need 3 because you want to take the upgrade that comes with them. I think 2 is probably an okay number. 3 is as many as you need. A new milestone. Oh, Dark Matter Workshop. I changed the logo. I was like, it's a bit too similar to yours, so I reworked it. And there you have it. But thank you. Tried getting into miniatures, but 40k is too. I mean, 40k is also one of those games where you can play it all the time, wherever you want to play it. So, I mean, I do not blame you in any way, shape, or form. So next question, and I will hate you. I will not hate you. It'd be very, very harsh of me to hate you. Boba Fett. And Krennic and Veers, what are good upgrades for them? Boba Fett, you're probably going to want stims. Krennic, is it a steamed leader? Is okay. What's the one that gives you Guardian? It's been a while. I've not played for like 8 months. But Boba Fett, you probably want stims, and the rest probably don't really matter too much. Yeah, you could essentially run Veers naked, it wouldn't be a problem. But strict orders and strict orders is good, yeah, true. I thought the upgrade was included in the parent unit. Oh, don't understand that statement there, Steve, but I'll take your word for it. Yep, time of uncertainty. Classic. This is the classic moment we was just talking about. Where's the cable, Jay? Oh, now the monitor's gone off. Oh. Up. Hi, Tyler. Ooh, I just flattened my elbow on the door handle. Ooh. That's okay. I will survive. I'm gonna go home and cry. That very much is maximum professionalism right there. True, dude. So let's have a look. Coming up to Christmas, so I'm just about to buy Heroes for now. Hand Chewy. Boba is good, right? It depends what you want to do, Dylan. For me, Boba is more fun than What's his face? What's he called? What's the lizard guy called? Not Greedo. Who's the other bounty hunter who's available? Bosk. Thank you. Bosk is better, but Boba Fett is more fun. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Thank you for people who were telling me that. Hi Tyler, said that. Binoculars for bees. Binoculars I've not played with, so I don't really know. But I'll take Digimortal's phrase on that. Yeah, bins. Damn, I was saying hi to Tyler. Jump on Discord. Yeah, in the Discord group that we have, the Terrain Discord group, obviously because of that I used to do a lot of Star Wars Legion. We have a lot of people who play Star Wars Legion, so there you have it. Steve Bosk, you muppet. I mean, I'm in pain. My email. Hi Tony of Earth. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you, but it's because I was remembering that you did a thingy last time and you remember. So whatever. I'm going crazy. You thought Shore Troopers upgrade was the parent unit. Yes, you are. It's not. So what it is that you get the Shore Troopers and then you can take the optional like attachment of the detachment. I can't remember the name of it. It's like an E-Web, but not an E-Web. So basically you get 6 units if you buy 3 of them. And you almost always want to take that other 35-point weapon. It's a really cheap activation. So the mortar, yeah. So you generally don't need more than 3 Shore Troopers, in theory, because you're probably better taking something else otherwise. But there you go. Fett is fun, not effective. Yeah, Bosk is slightly better. He is really fun, and in the right situation can be super strong. He's essentially I always refer to him as like a Swiss Army knife. He's got something for everything. He's cool. He's very cool. But Bosk is technically more efficient. Like, if I was going to a tournament that I wanted to win, I'd take Bosk. If I was going to a tournament just to play and not really ask, I would take Boba because I prefer him because he's just more fun. But there you have it. Is it Chewie that absorbs wounds from other people? Yeah, so there's an ability called Guardian, which Chewie has. And I think, what's his face has it as well, Obi-Wan. So you can, if somebody gets injured in like range 1 of you, you can take that wound onto you. As long as it's not a crit. That ignores Guardian. You can't Guardian a crit. Bet is better at objectives. Yeah, I do agree with that. So we can. It's fine to talk about Legion, but obviously I'm going to try and not talk about Legion all the time. But that's Poop Mortar team would prefer 6 units plus 6 mortars. Yeah, but they count as core units. So by the way, again, I can see that on this, but I can't see that on here. So I've got a bit of a problem. I don't really know why. No, do not need to be sorry. I don't know why you would be sorry. Boba was awesome, but the new models are generally better. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. So I think for the health of Star Wars Legion and the Star Wars miniature games, I think Atomic Mass Games taking it over is probably for the best. It's a shame to see Alex go because a lot of people really like what they've produced, right? It's got a decent player base, but I do feel like it can push on. Like, does anybody here think that Star Wars Legion was going to challenge Age of Sigmar or 40k with FFG? The answer to that is surely no. Now, do I think it will with Atomic Mass Games? I have no idea. And I think it's that sort of like potential that is perhaps more interesting. And I know, Sebastian, that you are NBC Mayhem. I know you were also not happy with the with Atomic Mass Games as well. We had that little conversation. You're an Alex Davey fan club. I mean, you said it right there and then. So, I think we will see stuff from The Mandalorian. It'd be absolutely crazy not to, as it's probably the best Star Wars that Star Wars has had in 40 years. Whenever the hell the original came out. So I'd be surprised if they don't. Obviously, I think they're already slow. It's already slow. They should already have had this worked out. You should have released some stuff from The Mandalorian Season 1 when Season 2 was coming out. Like, I know you've got a lead time and you've got plans and all that kind of stuff, but really I think you just need that. You need better speed to get that stuff out. No, but why would we want to? It's the best fun game than a cash game. Yeah, no, it needs to be. You can't lose the heart and soul of the game just for popularity. I sort of understand that. It was a close split between 40k and Middle Earth, and I chose Legion. I think Legion if I'm honest, I think Legion is the best game out of those three. And if you've got an audience and you've got a tournament scene and stuff like that, then you can very much enjoy the game. It's fantastic. I'm looking forward to like nationals, Europeans, and all kinds of stuff when the Legion pops out, when COVID ends and when back on the Legion. Alex the Legendary, he has credibility, but the game has stalled in the last year a bit, and I thought that was mainly offshore production issues. Yeah, and whether or not it was, we don't know obviously now, but the potential is there, limitless with Star Wars. So I mean, there was talks of sub factions and all kinds of stuff. So sometimes I know a little bit more than what I can say, but from what I can work out, I don't necessarily think I think things might change and they might do things better than what they were perhaps going to do, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, everybody wants to kill him, the child, Baby Yoda. How OP is gonna fold out? Sure. So I mean, one thing, Sebastian, that Marvel Crisis Protocol, they said, our organized play, our tournament scene, well, we're not going to have one. Everybody's going to be a winner. You get a participation trophy that everybody seems to be angry about. And the only times you would really have a proper tournament would be at conventions. Obviously, they're not happening. Well, none of it's happening. But for me, that was essentially a sign that they're not trying to balance it around competitive play. And I think that's because they deliberately wanted it to be like random and fun, and they didn't want to sacrifice that for the sake of competitiveness. Legion's already sacrificed that. It's already too late. You've already built your audience. You've got to lie in your bed now. So we'll see. I prefer Lord of the Rings for playing, but Star Wars minis I like. Fair enough. By the way, I said there's no way my face is this smooth. I wonder if I can see let's see if I can trick it. Oh, look at them bags on that eye. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I actually do look bad. I don't know. It just feels like it smooths my skin. I need to turn it off. Definitely not my real face. Hi, Perkins. I prefer Lord of the Rings. I've already said that. By the way, guys, I'm here to play, so I hope to be attending competitions, execute other things. Aggressive. Since AMG don't have big OP, well, I mean, in Atomic Mass Games' defense, they never got to the point where it would make sense. Do you know what I mean? Such a diva. Thank you. You don't get to look this good without having smoothness on your camera. Look at this hair. What a beauty. And the stain on the t-shirt. You know what I need to do? I really need to just tilt it down or up. Down or up. I can't remember. I was going to tilt it down or up. I can't remember which one I was going to do. I'll leave it the way it was. Looking like Victoria's Secret model army. Thank you. Thank you. So raw. Beautiful. Maximum professional. Thank you. Yeah, Dylan, where are you based? That's a good question. It's nice to see you, Dylan. Dylan, did you get to me because of my Tabletop Oddity video today? Or, I mean, I'm just curious how you landed up here. This channel is mainly a terrain channel, right? We just talk about wargaming stuff because there's not that much to talk about with terrain. It's like, oh, I bought a brush. Like, there's no, I mean, terrain's interesting and all, but it's not like that interesting. But, oh, you can see how, look at this ball, look how bald I'm going here. Let's just check that out. Oof. I don't know if anybody saw my last video where I was playing with this stuff. Liquid Frost. Ooh. I actually really, really like this stuff. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but I'll show you some of the results that I had. You've not seen the video. This is what I was trying. Oh god, yeah. Oh, it's not as nice. Too bright. I'm sorry, but yeah. So what I did here is I put it on all of it, but it sort of like pulls up in little bits, but it still looks decent. What I'm really tempted to do is to I really did a thick one there. The man who runs the terrain channel is saying terrain is not. I mean, it's not that interesting, guys. Like, I mean, I don't think I can talk about terrain 24/7 for like months and months and months. Like, it's good fun and all, but like, you gotta have a life. How dare you? We could talk about the Mandalorian sets and how you're going to make them, and how I'm gonna make them. I ain't gonna make them. I was trying to show you my other piece that I made, but I don't know where I've put it. Have I thrown it away? I think I threw it away. It is what it is. But it's good stuff. I mean, I actually think this stuff, if you're going to do like a diorama or you're going to use it on your bases or something like that, I actually think it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. I think it's fantastic. Hi, Campaign Terrain. If you're not following either Dark Matter Workshop or Campaign Terrain or Perkins was here. I'm sorry, I was just like completely blown past Perkins. But you guys all have YouTube channels, so if you can, if you want to go subscribe, please do. I'm really keen on the ice stuff, but the shipping costs are out of this world. You said you were. What language did you say it was? Danish or something? But yeah, like I got 2 bottles and it cost me like 12 quid, something like that. It's not cheap, but maybe your store will eventually get a version of it or something. Same way they made them for the show, green screen and TVs. Yeah, I'll just pop out a green screen to do some stuff. Hobby Squidget. True. Sorry, I forgot the channel name. Thank you, Perkins. The other guys actually, the name of the channel is thingy. So do forgive me. I might forget that again. Yes, Green Stuff World, I believe, are Spanish. I wonder if this says if it was made in Spain. Distributed by Green Stuff World. Yeah, it was made in, I don't know how you say this, Alicante, Spain. In compliance with EC Regulation 1272/2008 and Directive 67548. Alright, mate. You're working on sandstone spires for a desert terrain set. Cool. Buddy, I really need to. I wish I could just not wear any pants whilst I was streaming. Like, get in my way. I used to live near Alicante. Oh, it's £19 for shipping of 2 bottles. I paid 12, maybe. Maybe more. I'd have to check. Here, let me actually check. I know. Hopefully you can't see what I'm doing because I'm going to look at my PayPal. So hopefully you can't see this. But let's see how much it was. I've got my t-shirt. My t-shirt's on its way. True, dude. Order processing. That's not how much I paid. How much did I pay? Nope. Order shipped. Oh, well, I can't find out how much I paid. Come on. Can't find it. Whatever reason. All I can say... Oh, wait. Nobody would know if you had... Well, you say that, but... Shall we have a look at the Orc truck? Which isn't really an Orc truck at the minute. It's literally just a truck. But, I actually bought 3 trucks. So just to let you know, I've spent over £30 buying trucks. Because I'm a lunatic with no life. Sign an info, screenshot, change address. Well, you already know my address from when we were doing the geography lesson last time. You know it, Greg. You know it. Shall we get it out? I don't really want to get it out. That's what she said. I'll just show you. I like to get it out. That's all I can say. I like to get it out. So, this is the 3rd truck that I've bought, and you might look at it and you might say, Jay, there's dinosaurs. You got 10. We do like to get it out. Is this too big to fit on the screen? This is the one that I'm actually going to be going. Oh, look, you can see the light, which, by the way, is frustrating because I can never get it right. But let's get the light out of the way. YouTube ban. Well, I've got it out now. I've got it out, and it's nice and big. You can see it big. It's long. It's not red yet, but it is full of fungus. I do have some fungus cream on my desk because I get athlete's foot. True. I'm not even kidding about that. Here, let me show you. Ooh, lamb silk. So as you can tell, this is for dinosaurs. But it the ones that were like models. I'm not necessarily going to do. It's a truck carrying dinosaurs. You are correct. It is a truck carrying or squigs if you want to go. So what we're doing is what we're going to make is an Coca-Cola truck. So like the Christmas truck from the Coca-Cola adverts, which, whilst not sponsored by, is delicious. So good. So good. So good. I knew that I would now. So good. So let me just say one extra thing. It's big, shiny, bendy, and full of fungus. Also hairy, I'd like to add. I got a bit of hair on it. Almost near the top, actually. Pepsi Max is the no Pepsi. Anyway, so I bought actual like model trucks. So I bought one from Morrison's, too small. I bought one that was apparently, was it like 154 or 140 something, and that was too small. So I bought this because it was the biggest thing I could find. It was the biggest thing I could find. Dinosaur World. But let me show you an. Oh, I also bought some orcs. I couldn't be bothered. I got to this. I can get you a link to this. It's not a problem. But I also bought some orcs off just a random guy on Facebook. But yeah, and they were already painted because I was like, I want some orcs for this, but I don't want to paint them, and they'll also be good, for when I show off my terrain. Instead of using my purple Space Marines, we'll be able to actually use like my orc guys, and they're like not awfully painted. I wouldn't say they're not like competition standard or something, but they're decent enough. I'm just trying to get you the other guy, but I can't reach the other guy. This is I don't even know who these guys are. Ox. Dags like Lockstock. So we were actually going to make the truck, but quite frankly, I've not done enough filming. And we'll probably do it next week because I can't be asked. But yeah, there you have it. A couple of orcs. I've actually got 10. There's 10 orcs. So there you go. You've bought 2 animators recently. Madness, I hear you cry. I've turned them in. I don't really know what animators are, Dracal. But let me see if we can get Steve the link to what we were just talking about. Don't forget you can buy t-shirts. Maximum professionalism. Rep the stream. Or super chat. You don't have to do that, it's fine. Or become a... Remember, there's somebody, and I won't name them, who's a member of the stream, and they essentially make up for my total revenue on YouTube. They are responsible for over 1/5 of the total. It's madness, really, but it is what it is. Oh, I was supposed to look at these because I was talking about Age of Sigmar. Why didn't you remind me, Steve? Amazon. Wait, Wait, I'll actually get you I'm just going to get you from the one that I actually ordered. So which you won't be able to see because I'm not going to show you my actual Amazon account and all the weird things that I've ordered. The butt plugs and all that kind of stuff. Necron Tall Boys. Okay, a big boy from the Necrons. It's big, shiny, bendy, hairy, full of fungus, and the biggest you could find. True. This is from a Chuck Tingle. I don't know who Chuck Tingle is, but with a name like Chuck Tingle. Your Indomitus box set has finally shipped. Also, you did the one where it was like buy on command kind of thing. It's a paint handle, I swear. Yeah, I mean, I've bought 15 of them for me and my friends. Hey, look, you got to entertain yourself. Life's short, live your life. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually going into my actual orders on Amazon and buying and showing you the link to this. So like, don't hate me. Hey, I'm gonna give you an affiliate link. So anything you buy on Amazon, it will go to me. Well, I make money. Let me give you an affiliate link. I will put this link into the video when I actually make it. But for now, I'm gonna give you an affiliate link, Steve. So you will be giving me money, Steve. Just know that. Know you will be giving me money if you use that link. When did you say we were going to talk about the Xbox boxes? The fun. Oh, jeez. But plug to Chuck Tingle is brilliant. The current Twitter theory is that it's Chris Hemsworth. I'm going to Google Chuck Tingle. Am I going to get banned off YouTube? I'm not even going to read what Steve has put. All right. I'm going to Google Chuck Tingle. I'm not going to go any further with this one. This is a no. That is a no. Katie's going to look at my search history and be like, Jay, I think we need to talk. Yeah, you've been Googling this guy called Chuck Tingle, and he's making gay, erotic novels. Like, yep, just research. Do you folks know about the Fungus Among Us toys? Fungus Among Us. I've never heard of that. I bought a Bio Buster for my daughter recently. Wait, I said that was weird. I do not know what you're talking about, but that's probably more me than you. These are interesting. Does anybody know when these go up for pre-order? Divorced. So I'll tell you which one instantly. I mean, I was before they canned fantasy, I sort of started an ogre army. Now, what was my theme for the ogre army? I feel like it was Bretonians. Like I was doing. This is stupid, but I might redo it because I was sculpting like top hats. So I was doing like the ogre gentlemen. I was doing them like they were like civilized, black blazers, top hats, and canes. Such a stupid idea, but there you go. What to see the Bio Buster? I'm not searching any of this, but yeah. So I could bring out the let's call them the English gentleman ogres. That's always a possibility. Not really. How do you say Zeech? I say Zeech, but is it Zench? I say Zeech. I don't even know how you say that. Let's just admit that it's a stupid name. Also, not really a fan of them, so they can get stuffed. I've just got the cane half of the new box. It was a bargain. Wait, the cane half of the new set. What new set? The ogres look great for converted into guard organs. I presume they're 40k, Steve. Filth. I'm not interested in the Gloom Spite Gits. If they were... I like how the Cadron Overlord... These are probably going to be like 80 quid. You're going to get like 10 models, which I understand are probably like... These guys are probably worth a lot. But like 10 guys for like 80 quid is going to be embarrassing. Is that all we're getting? Are there no more than that? Wait, no, there's got to be more than that. Are there only 4? Wet elves, best elves. Nah, sad elves. I'm definitely getting the Gloomspite box, maybe a few others. Are there only 4? Are they only going to do 4? Let's have a look at the others. The 40k ones. Crusade in a box. Yeah, I don't really care about the 40k ones. It's okay. By the way, I heard the Blood Bowl was... Oh, access to the beta. Whoa, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I want access to the beta. 1 second, guys. Pre-order Blood Bowl 2nd edition and we'll send it along. Wait, pre-order the Blood... Oh, so you gotta... Wait, what? You pre-order... For flip's sake, I'm not buying the box just to get a beta access to the game. I might just email the company and be like, yo, give me the beta access. Bastards. For iOS, wait, what? Wait, what? You're telling me, and I have no idea how sensible this pricing is, but you're telling me that you can spend 125 quid for 10 guys. Holy poopily moly. Holy poop moly. Yeah, I appreciate these guys are some big boys. Interestingly, that they're dwarfs. I'm kind of a big deal. You're kind of a big deal. True. God is poor. Toe and Necrons are the big winners this year. I like how we're getting like weather commentary from Steve. They were £100 2 years ago when I got the Daughters of Cain one. Well, I got two. Oh, nice. Don't you know who I am? I mean, I might try it. If ever I can get anything for free, I always, always prepared. Hi, Kev. When I say hi, just Kev, sounds weird. But, so the 6 for the 40k of you. Bargain compared to it actually is. Right, so the RRP for 10 guys in Marvel Crisis Protocol is quite literally, wait, what is it? 40 times 5? Is that right? 80, 120. Is that right? Wait. Is that actually right? 120. Is that 200 quid? Is it 200 quid for 10 models in Marvel Crisis Protocol at RRP? Am I going crazy? 40 quid. 40 is 80. 160. It's 200 quid for 10 guys. What the fuck? What? That's why Marvel Crisis Protocol is expensive. Look, that is insane. I can't even believe that. That's mental. Anyway, that is insane. This looks alright. I'm sure this is a good deal. Whatever these things are, they look alright. Not bothered about that. That's good. Necrons. Although, weirdly, right, are there stuff in here that you wouldn't get in the Indomitus box set? Because surely if you were that interested in it by now, you would have bought the Indomitus box set, right? You just got 3 X-Men boxes that are discounted for 100 quid for 8 models. Jeez Louise. But you'd rather play Marvel Crisis. I don't blame you, but... Ooh, Nelly Furtado. Honestly, Nelly Furtado. Jeez. These are crap. Nobody likes this race, do they, Steve? You know what? I quite like... I quite like Chaos Space Marines, right? My problem with Chaos Space Marines is the models are old, aren't they? I always feel like they're going to redo them and like Primaris them up. But I don't really know if that's actually true. So I've always been reluctant to buy any. Tau, fine. I think Tau, whilst interestingly in race terms, the look of them are just boring. I'm sorry, guys. And Tyranids, also boring. Sorry if you play those factions, but they suck. I don't know. Chaos is decent. Good. They're all new. Wait, these are all new models. Are these all new? Wait, how new are new? Oh, they redid a lot of them last year. All right, I do not follow enough of it. But if they've redone them since Primaris, then that makes sense. These guys look old, though, if I'm honest. These guys look old. These guys look new. This thing I like. But they didn't get Primaris and the law suggests they won't. Good. Let the hate flow through. Still can't justify £20 for a character I can convert for GP. Yeah, I get that feeling. I understand that. Legion I always thought was really competitively priced. I think Legion is competitively priced, especially when you consider the amount of models you need for a full faction. So is, in a sense, so is Marvel Crisis Protocol, right? When you consider this, let me put this truck away. When you... Also, you can always become a member. When you look at, like, full team size, you've got Marvel Crisis Protocol. Let's say at retail price, it's 10 guys for, well, one you can buy the starter set. That's a full team. But let's say you weren't buying the starter set, you wanted 10 other guys, then it's 200 quid. That's your full size. And probably more like 150. So in terms of roster size, it's not that bad. In terms of per model size, it's shocking because like 40 quid, it's expensive. It's expensive. And Legion is probably about the same. A good sized list, probably 120, 150, something like that. 40k on the other hand, or it used to be, and I've not checked anytime soon, it's like 300 quid. 300, 400 quid. So that's part of the problem. Yeah, Combat Patrol almost got me interested in 40k. I think COVID really did me in though, because it was like, I can't play it, therefore what's the point? So that was a problem. Yeah, all new Chaos, all new last year Chaos Marines. Chunky Havocs, funny Jay picks the worst minis as his favourite in the chaos box. Is what it is. Do what I do, me, Steve. Wait, I said that. Legion is, but would still be cheaper without the wasteful card stock. I mean, I would, if they go digital. I'm all for digital, me, Steve. You know me, Steve. I'm digital. I'm a digital kind of guy. I like digital. I'm all about the digital. Discussions like this make me glad I'm into. Wait, campaign terrain. That feels like you need a ... Feels like you're going to say something else. Basically, £20 a model Legion. You get a squad for that. Yeah, exactly. I do think Legion's reasonably competitively priced, so that's great. Combat Patrol Primaris is great, combining to make a larger force. So, I mean, let me level with you guys. Let me level with you. I don't think I like 40k. I don't like the world. Discussions like this made me. I'm really got into role playing. Understandable. On that note, if I bought a 3D printer and I printed out a Age of Sigmar army, would events be angry with me as long as it wasn't a Games Workshop store or Warhammer World? How angry would Element Games or Just Play be? That's one question. Yes, so I've said it. I know, guys, I've said something really offensive, but I'm not really that interested in 40k. I just can't get into the universe, right? I like Space Marines. Space Marines are good, but the universe, the tone, Grimdark, a lot of people online, they all talk about, they love the Grimdark universe. That's not Grimdark. This is Grimdark. That's Grimdark. There, Grimdark. I hate Grimdark. Just not interested in it all. I don't even like Star Wars that much. I love Star Trek, sorry. I don't like Star Wars that much, but I way prefer it over the universe of 40k. Now, fantasy universes I actually quite like. So Age of Sigmar is one that I've been tempted to get into. I'm really, 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 really tempted by Age of Sigmar. Yeah, that's a fact. Can I recommend? You can, but I won't be reading them. I ain't going to be reading no 40k book. Ain't nobody reading no damn 40k book in this house. I ain't reading it. That's why I am sort of looking forward to the animated series they're doing, because I want an easy to consume media to maybe get me inspired into the world, because right now I'm just simply not. I'm completely 100%, I'm like disconnected from that universe. Soz mate. My daughter and I play Tiddlywinks. That's where the word squidger comes from. Oh, there you go. Tiddlywinks is easy. Tiddlywinks is fine, but I'm not playing it. The lore is good for Age of Sigmar. Audiobook. I used to have Audible. I don't know if I still do, weirdly. But there you go. I'm just gonna. I kind of want to go watch Astartes again. Is that the unofficial one? That's fine. I'm waiting for the official animated series. Maybe that'll get me into it. I will give it a chance. But yeah, I just not into the universe. I don't know if it's me or the game. Have I seen Astartes? I think I saw the first one, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously I make a lot of 40k terrain, which I actually technically try and use for Star Wars Legion when appropriate. I'm breaking your cat's button. Get over it, guys. Look, it's just taste. I don't think you're right or you're wrong. Like, I don't think 40k is crap. Well, the game I do. But I don't think the universe is crap. I just think it's not for me. Do you know what I mean? I just can't get into it. I like Space Marines. Space Marines I like. I don't mind Chaos Space Marines. I don't mind Orcs. All of them individually, I don't really mind. But for some reason, the universe and the setting is just something I'm like not into. Like, I think it's a little bit the lack of humanity, maybe. The fact that you've got your Space Marines. All humans are sort of knackered. And Space Marines are like saviors and stuff like that. I mean, and everybody online's like, oh, the heretic, shut up. So, I mean, look, I'm just not interested in it.
Nothing personal. Also, Steve says, printed items are allowed depending on the TO and obviously not at GW Warhammer World. Age of Sigmar is fun, but you need to buy the new shiny. Well, yeah, so the reason I was thinking about Age of Sigmar, thank you, Sebastian, by the way, I will take that. Keep doing it. I'm digging. Look, that's as far as I want to go. I've hit the ground. I can't go no further. It's fine not to like 40k. I possibly will watch it. I'm not ruling it out. But specifically, one of the reasons I want to play Age of Sigmar is, one, it's fantasy, therefore I like fantasy a little bit more than the 40k universe. And two, one of the things that I realised in the Corona times is I like events, and I used to like to be competitive at events. I don't really have the time to be competitive at events. Not to do all the YouTube stuff and that kind of stuff and get my smooth face the way it is. I can't really be competitive at these events. And so the problem then is I just want something where I can go and have fun events. Now, Star Wars Legion, for all good, the game is fantastic, but I can only really get to an event maybe like once every 2 to 3 months. Whereas Age of Sigmar, I'm pretty sure I could probably play Age of Sigmar every other week. So there you go. That's probably what I would do. Narb, sorry. No, I've never really looked at the Lord of the Rings game for whatever reason. There you have it. I don't really know why. And hi, I find the lore hard to get through at times, but 40k and Age of Sigmar lore isn't what brings me to the hobby. No, yeah. So I mean, I think I have to be connected to the miniatures in some way. And quite frankly, I'm just not. This isn't unpainted. This isn't one of my painted ones, but I like Space Marines, but I just don't feel in that universe for whatever reason. There's no real logic for that. The double term thing is an acquired taste. Yeah, I hate that. Completely agree. I think that would be pretty crap. The boyfriend prefers fantasy, but I struggle to get him into wargaming. He likes my Necrons though. I think I would possibly use Age of Sigmar as a bit of a stopgap to the old world, Warhammer the old world. There you go. The beauty regime takes time. What can we say? Takes time to look this good. People are going to be like, oh, this guy's full of himself. No, you must admit you are wrong, Jay. Jay is a Tau player. Well, I do believe it's like Tau's like all about the like collective and for the greater good and stuff like that. I like the lore of the Tau. The Tau are actually one of the ones I'm interested in the lore. I just think the minis are boring. So there you go. Because you're a bad person, Lord of the Rings is awesome. Well, sorry, Steve. I do apologize, Steve. You play D&D 5th edition via Fantasy Grounds these days, so I can create my own stories. I mean, I think D&D is, if you like that kind of stuff, then it's fantastic. But I think I like competitive play and I like events. So weirdly, I was tempted to get into Marvel Crisis Protocol because it sort of ticked all the boxes. It was like it was an event game where you didn't have to be super competitive. So it sort of ticks all the boxes. So I'm reluctant to really jump into anything new before Corona ends, because I could end up paying 300 quid for like an Age of Sigmar army that I'm not going to play. Like I could spend 200 quid on 10 Marvel Crisis Protocols models that I'm not going to use. So I'm really like torn on the fence. A lot of people are at home doing the little painting. I hate painting. A lot of people are doing painting the 40k miniatures, even though it's a terrible universe. And, they're having a great time. But for me, I've changed where my priorities lie. I wanted a competitive event game, and now I just want a fun event game. And I think like Age of Sigmar is probably that game. Maybe. If I played 40k, I would totally play Tau. Tau, great lore, like this. Well, I'm just saying. Guys. Yeah, but they are the worst anime faction for giving your opponent. I mean, I literally have no idea about that, Steve, so I have no idea. Marvel Crisis Protocol, I would say, like, I'm not that interested in comic books, so I would literally, like, just classic Avengers. I might even just build an Avengers force. Another embarrassing moment here for me, guys. If it wasn't Night Games, I prefer Batman and DC. Well, so this is a lie. I think Superman is crap. Don't really like Superman. I think stupid. You made him too powerful. Batman, on the other hand, is my favorite comic book character. I don't not from the comic books, but from films and the Batman the animated TV show. if anybody slags off Batman the Animated TV show, I will come to your house and shove a Games Workshop painting handle where the sun don't shine. Just to offend all these. Look, you can't handle the truth. So they torn on the fence. I don't know what I was supposed to say. I mean, I don't know what I was trying to say. I think I was going to say I'm torn, so I'm sitting on the fence. Look, if you come here for an English lesson, you're poo out of luck. This is rambling as anything. I didn't like Terry when they first came out. How long ago did they first come out? I don't remember anything first coming out, but you warmed up to them. I will offend all of the subs quite happily. I would enjoy Batman with protocol rules. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, the original, I mean, the animated series of Batman, superb, fantastic, incredible, great. If you've not seen it, you should watch it. It is actually really good. Yeah, I tried to watch. I've also seen the Superman animated series, and that's crap. So don't bother with that. It's actually okay, but there you go. Shame you like it though. Wait, why is it a shame that I like it? They might get the DC license if they're making dollars. Yeah, so the problem with that is Toy came out 20 years ago. Okay, that's why I don't remember. Oh, weirdly, I was probably 15. So Night Games are the people who have the DC rights at the minute. They have the Batman miniatures game. It's fine, but they're on the expensive list. They're also reasonably expensive, and I think I tried to talk about this when we were talking about price. I think games live and die by the pricing as well, and the community. You need a game to be reasonably popular for people to play it. Well, there's no point me buying a game that I can't play. It doesn't make any sense. It's not. I want to play the game. Yes, if you like the miniatures, that's fine. But if you want to play a game, and you want to play the game, you need to have people play the game near you. So there you have it. But the best version of Harley Quinn, yeah, probably, maybe. Do you have any plans on making steampunk terrain? So, steampunk. I've never done any steampunk stuff. I know Wild did some cool steampunky stuff with like cogs and that. It's a very good question. I'll have a think about that one. I might even write that down. Let me write that down. You know it's getting serious when I write something down. Steampunk. I would have to buy some stuff. Right? Steampunk terrain. Board games less important, but anything with even a sniff of competitive play, you need a community. Yes. So as I agree with you there, Greg. I think like board games, you generally have the community. If you play board games, you probably play games with people who already play board games. Duh. So you just play with your existing community. You're not necessarily trying to find people to play with all the time, or maybe you play with your wife or your kids or what have you. So you play with the people you already have. Whereas like war games, I think you can do that. Some people do have like a gaming group and they'll play whatever you play, but generally they play a game and you find groups of people playing the game. So I agree with you there. Should I sell my Legion Krennic army? We'll make cash on eBay. Death Troopers, I don't know if they make that much. Shore Troopers were in demand, so maybe. I mean, if you're not going to play it, sell it. I think that's my advice for anything. If you're not going to use it, sell it. As soon as you get rid of it, the better you'll feel. But if you ever think, I might come back to it, then I'd maybe, what did I say before? Sit on the fence. I'm torn on the fence. I'd be torn on the fence. Funny that GW isn't the most cost effective, but it's still going. Yeah, so, I mean, Games Workshop obviously have different advantages. The fact that they've been around for like 30, 40 years or whatever it was, were they like early 80s or late 70s or something like that? Like, you know, they've got a different advantage. They've got recognition. They have the history and stuff like that. They've got the mass appeal. They've got stores. They've got everything. So, like, yeah, Games Workshop in a sense have, I don't want to say too many advantages, but they obviously have, they're mainstream. Like 40k is essentially mainstream. Well, I've said this before on a video, right? I honestly believe, just to insult 40k more, that if Warhammer Fantasy was the popular game out of Warhammer Fantasy and 40k, then I think Games Workshop would be fully mainstream. And I think it would take wargaming to a different level. I do think that the 40k universe is an acquired taste. You're not wrong, and I'm not wrong. Like, in a way. You like what you like, but for me, I feel like it's got like it almost has like a hard cap, or at least it's because it's not very easy to get into without reading the books and the lore. There's no like films and TV shows and stuff like that. That it is an acquired taste, and they're trying to make that taste less acquired. But at the same time, they run the risk of alienating a lot of the grimdark fans. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do. The more you mainstream it, the more you water it down, the more it loses what made it good in the first place. So that's going to be interesting. New article out on Atomic Mass Games. We got Sebastian. We got live news on the fly. How do I get to this? How do I work their website? Anybody actually know? Anybody know how I use their website? What? Star Wars Q&A. Star Wars. Oh damn. Hot damn. We got news, guys. We're going live. We're going live to the scene. We are going live. Breaking news. Today's colour is red. Sorry, my kid's toy says that all the time. Right, I'm going to read this out. Literally, I'm just going to read. So anything that you talk to me in a minute, I'm just going to probably ignore because I'm going to read this out. Right? So I think GW going well with the layers into the universe. Yes, I think that's what they're going to do as well. They're making it easy to get into. How long is this? Not very long. Okay. Let me take a drink before I read this. No Chuck Tingle. I don't have any mods. I think I'm the mod. Atomic Mass Game launches Galaxy of Star Wars Miniatures. Yesterday's announcement that Atomic Mass Games will be taking responsibility for the continued development of Star Wars X-Wing, Armada and Legion represents an exciting development for miniature games in a galaxy far, far away. We spoke with Atomic Mass's Simon Elliott, head of studio, and Will Stick, don't know how you say his name, head of product development, to gain more information on what fans can expect in the future and for more background on the factors leading to this reorganisation. Going live to Hoth, speak to the report. Yes, we're going live to Hoth. We've got Wookie J. Let's start with the most obvious questions. Fantasy Flight launched and maintained 3 incredible successful Star Wars miniature games. Why the move to Atomic Mass? In a word, specialization, so we spoke about this before. Moving to AMG gives us the perfect opportunity to develop our miniatures games in a studio devoted entirely to miniatures rather than board and card tabletop games. It's a place where these specific types of games can truly thrive, and that devotion to that Simone mentions, our singular focus on hobby miniatures, is fueled by our team's lifelong passion for creating great games. Combining that passion with the incredible solid foundation laid by the team at Fantasy Flight is basically like bringing balance to the force. Haha, lols. We have the tools and we have the talent to build on that foundation and take these miniature games further. It's like reading in class. I'm nervous I'm going to mess up. I'm not. Does this mean we should expect changes to X-Wing, Legion and Armada? One of Atomic Mass' core philosophies is that there is no finish line. We see ourselves on a lifelong journey of learning and improvement. That's a potential way of saying yes. If we're doing the job right and staying true to our ethos as a studio, changes will most certainly happen. Well, we thought changes would happen, at least I did. But those changes will always be in service of making great games even better. I should point out that any change process will always be measured and highly considerate. I should also point out that any change process will always be measured and highly considerate. Highly considered? It should only be considered. Either way, these games have solid fan bases made up of people who have invested their hard-earned money and, more importantly, their time and creativity into creating armies, squadrons, and fleets that are unique reflections of who they are. Wait, I'm not being quiet, am I? I don't think I am. Read loud. Is it actually quiet? Is it actually quiet? It really shouldn't be quiet. We're a studio made of people who love and engage in the hobby daily. We deeply understand that kind of investment on a personal level, and we're committed to honouring and valuing it in everything we do. Does that include new... Whoa. This question... Hi, Florian, by the way. This question is interesting. Does that include new Star Wars miniature games? Can we expect to see any additional titles? While we're hyper-focused on our current games, we're always thinking of new ones too. Will and I have talked a lot about how we can create a new Star Wars miniature game. What? This is a soft confirmation of a new game. Will and I have talked a lot about how we can create a new Star Wars miniature game that will excite fans and immerse them in the stories they love so much. This is going to be a skirmish, campaign-focused Star Wars game. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't know how, but the galaxy far, far away is a really big place with a lot to explore. It doesn't take Emperor Palpatine's Force abilities to foresee that this is the beginning for Star Wars miniature games. They're making a new game, the shits. Sorry, bro. If you can get Legion to work, I don't know what you can do. I don't know. That's what I sort of feel like it'll be Star Wars Crisis Protocol. Just got the 3. Make sure we just got, yeah, exactly. Well, they've obviously got plans. They've not just transitioned and they've not got any plans. It will be funny when it turns out to be a season. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. Well, let me just take stock. I hope you enjoyed my reading abilities, by the way, guys. Practice that since school. You know, whenever anybody was like, oh, we need somebody to read for the class, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do that. Always read first, get it out of the way, and then you can relax for the rest of the day. Because nobody knows. You've not seen anybody be really good. You know, like if somebody's doing like a presentation, right? Somebody does like a presentation and everybody in class has got to do a presentation. And the teacher or somebody always says, does anybody want to go first? I'm always like, yep, I will go first. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't want anybody to say something that I was going to say that's really clever. I want all the credit. And 2, I've not seen anybody nail it. At that point, I've not seen anybody be like so good that I'm going to be embarrassed to follow them. So always go first. Jay's advice. Right. So, this, would it be I don't think it'll be an RPG. RPG skirmish sounds maybe correct. Would it be pre-paint? I don't think so, because if you actually read this, as I did, no, but they talk about creativity, don't they? Where did they say that? I can't even see it now. Where did they say something about, oh, there we go, the time and creativity. But what could this new game be? I think, does it not have to be a skirmish-based? Do they not now have to make Legion a fully fledged big-ass war game? And then could they do a skirmish version of it? But then is that not just too similar to Legion? What is this game? I don't know what you can do. What's left? You've got 2 spaceship games. I think it's not going to be a spaceship game, right? Let's rule that out. I do not know what's happened to the RPGs at Macquarie. I actually don't know. You're looking for commission painters still? I mean, get on Facebook. People are dying for commissions and stuff. Sif Chef School. Oh man, maybe I could do a cooking stream. We'll just cook like Star Wars inspired dishes. Legion will get an apocalypse. I don't think they're going to do an apocalypse size game. They've not indicated anything like that. Pod racing game. Pod racing game's interesting. I actually like that as a shout. That's actually a decent shout. Pod racing game. Cooking terrain. Exactly. All cooking is terrain made with food. terrain made with food. I'm honestly I'm confused and intrigued at the same time. I'm gonna burp. No, this is pod racing. That's what they like when they'll do a trailer at the start of it. They'll be like, no, this is pod racing. I think pod racing is a shout. Do I think it's right? No. There's a channel called Drones Made Easy, just so you know. No relation. Just my brother. No, it's not. It's not. What could it... See, so my problem with Star Wars Legion as a concept, right, is that it's too big. In a sense, it's too big. The games take too long. They could do with what people always wanted, which is sort of like a hero hammer, which is sort of Marvel Crisis Protocol. But, you know, small board. I want to see something that's like 2x2. I do not want to see 3x3. Ditch 3x3 is too big. Go 2x2 and let's shrink the game down even further. Do they have something like that simulates Star Wars Rebels time? Like Rebel Cells? I do not know. I don't think so. I'd cook naked. I would. And I do. I would watch Jay cook. You want to see 6x4? Yeah, so I mean, I don't necessarily mind if they change Legion to 6x4. Just go full hog. Make it playable on whatever size board you've got. But I think they need a smaller game that's not Star Wars Legion Skirmish. You need a game. I think they want a game that's going to take 30 minutes to 1 hour. 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's a sweet spot of games, right? 1 hour games. A little bit like X-Wing, but X-Wing sort of like lingered on a little bit. But 12 by 8, do not speak to me or my son again. I said that to Katie today. I said, do not talk to me or my daughter. I said to Katie, my wife, the mother of my child. I said, do not talk to me or my daughter again. Do not know why. 12 by 8, you'd have to shout. Steve, it's your turn. What? It's your turn. Oh, okay. Sorry, Steve. That's just how you sound. No shoes, no shirt, no cooking bacon. Oh, I love me some bacon. I cook bacon in the nude. I get spat on with fat. I'll take myself. Legion with single minutes as unis. Like, the problem here, can you see that being what they do? Because if you look at X-Wing and Armada, the scale is completely different. Therefore, there's no like, oh, they should have just done Legion, but X-Wing size or whatever. Like, they're obviously two distinct games. But what can you do? I feel like a skirmish game is the game that makes the most sense. And that they want to do it with just characters. I feel like a skirmish game makes the most sense. Maybe it'd be like a bar, just think you could have all the characters in it though, like Mandalorian, all that kind of stuff. You could make a little force. But it also then doesn't make sense because people were already a little bit annoyed that they had Imperial Assault and then they made Star Wars Legion. So doing something weirdly, I think pod racing almost makes the most sense. But I don't want a pod racing game, although they could do it sort of like Gaslands and it'd be cool. But I want a miniature game. 100% confirmed Vader Protocol. You know me, Steve. Mordheim confirmed. Bounty Hunter skirmish game. Yeah, Bounty Hunter skirmish game. But, I mean, it's a bit limiting. Like, you can't really have Star Wars without Jedi. I think, like, a hero hammer thing would be good. On a grid, on a grid. Yeah. I don't really like grids. Ruins terrain. Hungry hippos, but it's baby Yoda with eggs. Next week, Bandai Star Wars miniature game. I mean, maybe, you never know. The Cantina bar bomb sort of makes sense, but like a Jedi just come in and destroy everybody. Can I just say, right, 90% of this is boring. Well, the bit that I do like is this. That's a pretentious way of saying yes. Will there be changes to the game? Yes. I mean, it's nice to see that confirmed. Like, that confirms there will be changes to the game. Undeniably so. I've turned off this monitor again. Bear with me a second. So, what they're basically saying here is there's going to be changes to the game, but don't worry, we're not going to remove what you've got, right? Or we're not going to drastically change it in a sense, but we're going to try and improve it. Good, that's fine. It's perfect. This is a perfect answer. This is all, I mean, it's boring because it's not very much, but this is, we are keeping the game as it is with changes. like, you're going to be able to keep your same models and stuff like that, but we're going to change some of the rules. Good. Everything can be improved. There's no harm with that. There is no finish line. We see ourselves on a lifelong journey of learning and improvement. Good. This just can't, I mean, I'm surprised they're admitting this so soon. It's such a crazy, I can't get my head quite around that. Maybe a Jedi Hunt game of just a few models. I think it would have to be literally single models combined into like, it has to be Marvel Crisis Protocol, Star Wars Crisis Protocol. But can you do that in a way where you don't piss off people who already play Star Wars Legion? I think the answer to that is no, which gives more credence to the idea of a pod racing game. But I don't feel like a pod racing game is the game you want to make at this point in life. I feel like skirmish games are the hype. So Jar Jar Binks Dark Side Shuffle. It's a me, a Jar Jar Binks / Mario. Means I think I may have a walked a willow up. Like, Necromunda style game. How would you do? I mean, the problem with Necromunda is it's Star Wars Legion. You want that, right? You're gonna have to have. You want your key characters in it. I'm confused. I do not know. I do not know the answer. I do not know. I've thought about this myself. I've always wondered if FFG, obviously no, it's not going to be FFG, but I've always wondered if FFG will pump out another Star Wars game. And I've always said to myself, nah, there's nothing they can do at this point. It would have been nice if they made a skirmish game. Just sell a rules pack. I mean, that would be fantastic. If they literally just said, hey, the Star Wars Legion, you can play that like this, but we're going to have a skirmish game with the same miniatures, but it's a completely separate game. I mean, I would like to see it, but I just don't see it's going to be that. Gaslanter's a good rule set, and they recently did a pod racing style game that hasn't been well received. I didn't even know that. Like, I think pod racing could be good. It could be really good, but all those kind of games, apart from like X-Wing, well, and Armada really, all those games where you use templates to move your characters and stuff like that, they've not really kicked off. Like, if they're going to make a new game, right, let me pitch it like this, right? Asmodee, in charge of FFG and Atomic Mass Games. Atomic Mass Games are like, yeah, we can take on that license. Yeah, we've got an idea for a new game. They're not going to do a game that's going to fail and be done. They're going to want it to be the most popular game. And for me, the way that you do the most popular game is Marvel Crisis Protocol style rules, 24-inch board, use your existing minis. But they're not going to have it so you can use your existing minis, because they're a mini selling company, so it won't just sell rules. Exactly, they never sell just rules. So they're not going to do that. So they're not going to do it where you use your existing miniatures. And then I can't think what else you could do. You could scale it up. You could make even bigger miniatures and just be like, yo, we know you like bigger stuff. The bigger the better. That's what Katie's always told me. Never really listened to it, never really understood why. But yeah, I'm confused. I'm deeply confused. By the way, I hope you like the new logo. Oh, check it out. Oh, look at that. 50 millimeter a month. I think we're overthinking it. It will just be Star Wars. Yeah, but Kev, people will go mental. People will absolutely hate that. Like, people hated the fact that Star Wars Legion was so similar to a board game in Imperial Assault. I almost agree. I expect they will have watched the GW done with the Walker and Kill team. If that is what they do, you know what I'd actually like? Sort of like, I was going to say. I'd like maybe like what? Oh, okay. Star Wars people are weird. What about this? I've nailed it. I've got it, guys. Mordheim. I don't know why you watch this. I'm completely mental. I don't know why you bother. You weirdos. Look, I know I'm weird. You're the ones watching it. Anyway, right, what about essentially Warhammer Underworlds, but without the board? So Warhammer Underworlds, in terms of that's how you buy. Yeah, the hers fine. That's how it normally looks. Lockdown's not doing me any favours. What about where you buy like a group? So I know I'm not 100% sure how it would work, but you buy like a team. What about that? Does that make sense? Maybe. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But like I've always liked that about Warhammer Underworlds, that you buy a team and then that's it, that's what you use. Or you run a different team. Something like that, maybe. It's interesting. Warhammer Underworlds for Star Wars would be boring. I don't want the grid. I'm against the grid. But I wonder how mental I can make this go. There we go. Back to normal. Yeah. That's interesting. I'm going to have a think about that one. Looking like a Doc Back to the Future. That I think is my inevitable future. Is Doc from Back to the Future, but without the intelligence. Star Wars versus Marvel. Oh, shit. Tyler. Wow. A Star Wars vs. Marvel crossover game with a financial strategy just to make nerds buy it. I mean, hot damn. That would be good. Kevin, you'd love to see me. Oh, Kevin, I came so close to getting involved in season 2 of Blood Bowl. So I really appreciate that. I came close. I don't think I'm going to do it this year. So I'm too late. I've missed the boat, basically. So unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year at least. So I don't want to break your heart. I'm sorry, Kevin. Please forgive me. And stay subscribed to the channel. But no, I do apologise. An ATST game. Oh, so, I mean, people wouldn't it's a good Hoth Rebel, good shout. I enjoy that as a shout. Could they do like an Adeptus Titanicus kind of game with miniature versions of ATSTs and ATS? People have always wanted that, haven't they? But I just don't think it's be that popular to just have like mechs on the board. Like you lose some of the character. You want Luke Skywalker, you want Darth Vader, you know what I mean? Like you lose some of the Star Wars thing. Thank you, Kevin. I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight. No, I do apologise. It's just not something I'm going to do this year. Underworlds never took off. True. Now, I think Underworlds didn't take off for a few different reasons, but I'm just talking about where you buy like a faction. I quite like that, where maybe you'd buy like you buy 4 models and that's your team kind of thing. I think that'd be good. Yeah, you could do it. You could scale everything down and you could have an AT-80 that's like that big. People would like that shit up, to be fair. You could do... It's a good shout. I just don't like it. I just don't think it's to be the most popular game they've ever done. It's protocol, just face it. People are mum, who cares? True. I actually think that. I think you are probably right. Marvel versus Star Wars versus DC. Look, if they get DC. Kev, I appreciate the offer, but it's not money or time or anything like that. That's not getting me in Blood Bowl. It's literally just, I don't think it's the game for me, especially not at the minute. It's just not the game for me. I think it's fun. I play it occasionally, and I'll probably buy Blood Bowl 3 and play that. Sorry if you can hear Will cry, I do apologise. I probably woke her up. But yeah, there you have it. No chances Rebels don't have anything to face it. True. It's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point, Steve. I hadn't really thought about that. It'd work if you set it in the Clone Wars era. Yeah, but I feel like you always set all this stuff in the original era, don't you? Because that's what people watch. For some reason, I've got like super glue glued to my arm. And pulling it off is hurting because I've just pulled off so hurts. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? Oh, you can sort of see it. Look, this. Oh, come on. This was attached to me. The reason I've changed cameras, by the way, so that I can do stuff like that. I think there's a decent chunk of Star Wars fans who weren't into Jedi. What? No, I agree with you. But I do think that you wouldn't release Marvel Crisis Protocol without releasing your key Marvel characters. I don't think you release a Star Wars game without Luke and Darth Vader. Have they ever done it? Probably Armada, maybe. But to be fair, they did it in X-Wing, didn't they? They didn't actually release with them. But they come out eventually. So there you have it. Oh, could I eat it? I've thrown it away. You're saying eat it. Oh, look, I found it again. Okay. I'm going to eat this just for you. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah. I can't swallow it. I can't swallow it knowing it's gross. It's a bit of super glue and my hair. Right. Okay, gone. Look, that's what you get. It's not a keeper. I was going to be coming out the backside unless I get the GW plug in there. If you don't like Jedi, just you like Sith. True. Mandalorian confirms this. Wait, yeah, it does because there's no Jedi in that. Well, from what I can see. Yeah, my mind is blown by that. It's going to be interesting. Save that for the OnlyFans. Hey, look, there ain't no OnlyFans just yet. It's just YouTube and Patreon. Maximum professionalism. Thank you. That's what you get. I feel like it's still there, but pretty sure I've ate it. We are due to watch The Mandalorian tomorrow. I think me and my wife start it tomorrow. Yes, we'll start it tomorrow. We were watching his Dark Materials. Obviously, we need to wait for the next episode. So, yes, we'll watch that tomorrow. We are the only fans. Shit, Steve. Why have you got to say it like that? Why have you done that? You are the only fans. Okay, true. Baby Yoda Daycare tabletop game. Could happen. It could happen. I'm going to make a video on Tabletop Odyssey. This is going to be my third video. We'll look and get stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to go, I think. I very much appreciate you watching. I was going to do more with the Orc stuff, but to be fair, I really couldn't be bothered today. And there's been like enough stuff to talk about anyway. Force user does not equal Jedi. True. But, I mean, buy these t-shirts, guys. Well, buy one of them. Yeah, thanks for the show. I mean, it has literally been my pleasure. Although I think Steve was trying to poison me. Oh, Johnny, I do apologise. Ooh. I do apologise, Steve. Johnny. But, yeah. So the reason is I'm sort of out of things to talk about. And I'm not ready to do my Orc thing yet. So it's been a great stream. We've had quite a few people watching. We're probably at the peak now, but you know, I've just sort of run out of topics. so there you have it. Do apologize. Force users are not just Jedi. There are those who are force sensitive. True. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff is happening in FFG, and I think I know it's important to for me, it's important because we're all here presumably because we make like wargaming terrain, right? That's really why this channel even exists. It's wargaming terrain with D&D thrown in as well, so don't get me wrong. Mate, I got that Amazon link literally. What are you saying? Wait. Give me a second. Let's get the full link. Oh no, let's get the short link. I thought I disbelieve you, but it doesn't make any sense. Peak too early. There we go. Right, try that one. Bendy fungus. Thank you. Yeah, so there's some interesting stuff. I think anything that's massive news in the wargaming industry, we're obviously going to talk about. So I hope you didn't mind us talking about FFG and Star Wars, obviously, especially considering I had a channel dedicated essentially to Star Wars Legion. So that's still not. I'll put it in Discord. It's working for me. Announced new game to cover for sacking lead. Yes, so it's a fair point. That's Subcommandante because it's going to be the news of the day, isn't it? That there's going to be a new game. They didn't really mention that. Some of the staff haven't gone across, so I do completely appreciate that as well. Are you taking the piss, Steve? It works for me. I'll talk with you off stream. Good day to bury bad news. True. You know, I'm quite a cynical person myself, and I didn't even think about that. So there you have it. They have also thrown FFG under that bus. Wait, what did they throw FFG? Oh, because they said they were going to improve it. I didn't feel like it was too harsh. But you know, maybe you did. But I don't think it was that bad. Yeah. Any? Do we have any song requests? Does Chuck Tingle have any songs? Okay, I've got an idea for a song. which is probably just as camp as last week. But there we go. Okay, I've got an idea for a song. It may be a bit erotic. I'm not going to sing it though, I don't think, because I don't know the words. Let me get my headphones on. Oh, where's my headphones? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already, by the way. And join us on... There's a couple of places to continue the conversation. One is Facebook. We're always on Facebook, Discord. Facebook and Discord, really. But obviously, make sure you subscribed. They left FFG with the firing and gave Atomic new toys to play with. True. True. Tingle me slowly. Sure, I will. First person to get this song gets absolutely nothing, because that's not the kind of game we play. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, subscribe on Facebook. Don't like this video because there's no point. It's a stream. Join us on Facebook and Discord if that's where you want to chat. There should be links in the descriptions and stuff like that. And yeah, if you ever want to talk to me, Discord, I'm like that. Facebook, it depends if I see it. Facebook doesn't show me everything, which is a bit weird, but there you have it. No, but that is a great song, Greg. Not going to lie. Very F1 of me as well, wouldn't it? So have the most beautiful day. And yeah, Tabletop Odyssey, I'm making videos again because I'm obsessed with Legion. But other than that, have the most beautiful day. Wait, have a beautiful day and goodbye. It wasn't me. We've done that one, haven't we, already? This is a bit more... And I'll give a bit of to you. Give a bit of to me. And I'll give a bit of to you. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. Give me summertime love, give me summertime love. Boys, boys, boys. Let the summertime roll, let the summertime roll. Boys, boys, boys. We're looking for a good time. Boys, boys, boys. Get ready for our love. Boys, boys, boys. We're looking for a good time. Boys, boys, boys. We're ready for your love. Tay, 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 tay. Bye, guys.